Nerazzurri fans from all over the world, welcome to the Interglobe. It's not a happy day because of our last result in Monza, but we have to turn the page and concentrate on the first game for us in this year's Coppa Italia, which we won last year, so we have to defend it. Plus, considering what we've done in Serie A, which means that unlikely we will triumph this year, Coppa Italia becomes even more important. So my message for today is don't you dare, don't you dare to underestimate this game, because I don't even want to think about what will happen if we don't go through this round of 16 of Coppa Italia with Parma. Parma, by the way, that I had the pleasure to see for one day in Pinzolo this summer, training there, and so I also saw from the distance Buffon, and after all, I would say respect for this player. We get to this game with one of the most disastrous defenses of Inter in history in terms of conceded goals. We are the worst team in Serie A out of home in terms of suffered goals. It's a piece of statistic that I couldn't almost believe when I saw it. And of course, there's going to be a massive turnover tomorrow, a little bit because it was already planned, and a little because we have these injuries. Namely, we have Barella and Çalhanoğlu, who will not be risked, even if they're not injured officially, but they're coming from the game in which they left the pitch because they felt something was not right, so they definitely will not be risked in a game like this. Then we have Andanovic, who is also out. This doesn't mean anything for us because I think that the goalkeeper is one of the roles in which you have less energies, physically speaking. Mentally, of course, it's the same as the other players, but physically maybe you can afford to play one game after the other like Onana is doing at the moment. And in any case, he's going to have to do it because Anda is out. Coming to the good news, Lukaku is also out. I never also thought I would have said this, but considering how Lukaku played with Monza, it's almost a good thing not to have him on the pitch. And he has a problem in his left knee tendons, and I hope that he will be able to come back soon, because apart from killing, apart from jokes, we need Lukaku very much. Also because if Lukaku will not perform up to his standards, even in the second part of the season, the investment we made on him will really result in an horrible, horrible idea. Apart from this, we also have an advantage that we play against a team that hasn't played since the 26th of December, when the Serie B stopped. So this obviously will be an advantage for us, because we have already a couple of games under our belt. As usual in these games, I expect a lot from players that have to still make a difference in our team, and namely I'm talking about Bellanova and Aslani, who are the two young lions that need to really roar. And I expect a lot from Gosens, and I'm sure that he will deliver, because he has been delivering in the few minutes he's been given lately. Also, we're gonna see De Vrij, how terrible or how good his condition is after this period that was tragic. And Correa, eternally waiting for Correa. I could say it reminds me of Gianni Agnelli when he used to say that Pinturicchio del Piero was like Aspettando Godot, which means it refers to this novel in which Godot is waited but never arrives. And Correa is kind of similar, I would say. And also I expect not so much a good performance, but not a too appalling one from Gagliardini. And I want to leave you by telling you that it was Beckett who wrote Aspettando Godot. Anyway, don't you dare not win this game tomorrow, whatever the starting lineup will be and whatever the tactics, the strategy, and what have you will be. Okay? Thanks so much for watching. Please punch the like button if you enjoyed the video. Subscribe, for me is very important, and leave a comment, which is always useful for me to improve in the way that I deliver these videos. Thanks again, and we'll talk after the game. As always, Forza Magica Inter. Ciao.